Hello, everybody, and welcome to the newest episode of The Bolt Live. I'm sitting here with Caleigh Zwahlen and Spiros Thanopoulos. The three of us are seniors, and I figured since this may be the last episode of the show, it would be fun to have people talk about how they feel leaving high school. So these were the two coolest people I knew.
Hey.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, and I don't know if that's a good or bad thing, actually. But anyway, I figured this would be a little different than the other episodes, just have a conversation about leaving high school. What do you guys think is the thing you're going to miss the most?
Caleigh, you want to start us off, or do you want me to go? Because I can go. I think the thing I'm going to miss the most is the fact that when you come to school for the past, 10 years or 12 years of our lives, we've been forced to interact with people and with our peers and friends on a daily basis for 7 hours a day. And after graduating, you're not going to get that interaction. I mean, I'm not going to be able to see you every day in class, joke about as we do our work. I'm not going to be able to, have lunch and just hang out with 40, 50, 60 people from the school. I'm going to have to go out of my way, and not everyone's going to be able to meet consistently. So I think I'm going to miss just the people the most.
That's what I was gonna say. Actually, it's that it's the matter of now you have to really make an effort, and that I think it really ties into the whole the people who matter to you you'll keep in your life, because this is the time in your life when you find out who's really there for you.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I'm more scared about, to find out who is an actual friend of mine and who is just she's there.
Yeah.
But
I think what I'm going to miss the most is probably the little things, like those nights where you're just all in the car going in and out. Or and I'm pretty sure everybody can relate to this. When you're at a party at 2 a.m. and you can just sit at those, that meme that you always see shared where it's retweet if you've had a really deep conversation at this outdoor dining set. What I mean? Everybody's had that, but I think that's what I'm gonna miss the most is the little. I love the fact in high school that you can literally go to And right in the middle, we have the next guest coming. Sorry, we already started. Evelyn Galtman's also joining us.
Hi, sorry.
Yeah.
Wait,
It's
there's a
cool.
long line in the restroom.
relatable.
That's the one.
Not gonna miss that.
That's the one thing we're not gonna miss in high
Do
school.
you guys even have lines in the bathrooms? Do you even have to
No.
wait?
It's
No,
just
we get in and out.
Yeah,
is the
but
thing.
it's an awkward, no one wants to go to the urinal. Everyone wants the stalls. So if there's a urinal open, everyone just kind of stands there and waits for the stall to open.
You want a pro tip? Use the Q building because they have the splash guards.
You were gonna say use a Q2.
No.
I didn't know.
No, use the Q building bathroom because they have the splash guards, so you can be protected from collateral whiz. Hey, you know what? That one in
Our
the
bathrooms don't even close in the Q building.
Oh yeah, our
The
doors
ones,
don't even close.
you don't want to go to at all.
So
it's not
you gotta hold it
No,
shut.
sometimes someone will come and tap on the door and open. You gotta stick your foot out.
Or,
you gotta
run.
keep that
you
close
want-
to your foot.
You want to hear what I actually did? I freaking MacGyvered the bathroom one time. And for those of you who don't know, it was an old TV show where you could about a hero who could make anything out of he can make a bomb out of a paper clip and gum. Anyway, the stalls don't lock.
You don't.
And so I had to take freaking a giant roll of toilet paper and stick because there was no lock in there whatsoever. So I had to I stuck it through and tied the door shut. And I got to tell you, I was pretty proud of myself. I would have used a shoelace, but it was the only.
That makes me think of. I'm not gonna miss the fact that there's no towels in the bathroom.
Oh my god.
I have to go and I have to pull some toilet paper to dry my hands. I'm gonna enjoy being able to go in my house and use a towel and wipe my hands because it's the worst because I always go to the bathroom and then I just have to air dry my hands as I'm walking to class.
You have to do that little thing where you walk out and you got to be on your thighs, and
I
you got.
hate when people go to high five you and it's wet and they give you that look and you're like, what do you think this is?
Yeah.
This is
Well,
water.
sometimes people fist bump me and they'll be like, oh, I just washed my hands, it's wet, and they'll fist bump me and their knuckles will be wet too, and I'll just be like, oh, you have to go use hand
Well,
sanitizer.
you
It's
guys water though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
they wash their
It
hands.
could be worse.
But it's still, you're
Well, you're a little cringy because there's still like the possibility that they like didn't wash their hands. So you kind of like you're a little worried, but in the most part, I would think most of the school knows how to use a faucet.
I would hope. I mean, I don't know if anybody's ever seen Chris Bergen's bathroom documentary.
That was a beautiful documentary.
Honestly,
It was amazing. I loved it.
when I first heard about it, I was like, they should put it on like the Discovery Channel.
I know.
It should be.
Because it is a discovery. It's like going behind the scenes, and you're like, oh, high school's not that bad, and it's like, we don't have toilet paper. Actually,
The interviews too were really good. Got my attention. I watched it just like to see what everyone said because the comments are kind of really funny. Weren't you in it?
Yeah, I was in it. I think I'm wearing the same jacket that I'm wearing right now.
have you ever like? I have things from freshman year that I like.
The thing is, though,
I still wear.
This like is the one article of clothing I have that like fits me perfectly, and it has a symbol. It's the Spider-Man sweatshirt. I'm sure you've all seen me wearing it, but it like fits me perfectly.
Yeah.
It's not like it doesn't go through the wash. You know what I mean? Like it goes in with all the other laundry. It's just super comfortable. I love it.
Relatable. I
I think
get it.
we all have an article of clothing like that. Like I have my leather jacket from freshman year.
Yeah.
That it still fits me, but I can't wear it anymore. It's just memories of freshman year. Like,
Oh God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Freshman year.
Do you ever have articles of clothing that you have a bad association with? That
I
like
toss them. I can't.
I got one time I got like the flu and the T-shirt. It was the first. No, it was the first time I was wearing that T-shirt. It was a Man of Steel T-shirt. It was back in 2013. I remember. It was the first. I got it from Walmart. I was so excited, and that day I got the flu in it, and I'm like, you know what? There's like bad mojo around this T-shirt. Like I don't wear it anymore. I'm like, nope.
I used to think about that. I used to be like, oh, there's an article of clothing from like a friend or someone. I can't like, I have to get rid of it. I can't look at it. And I had a conversation with a senior last year, and she told me that she kept all the articles of clothing from all of her exes. And she's like,
Ugh.
I don't know how you're talking about.
For a voodoo doll?
no. No, she was like, why am I gonna throw it away? It's a good piece of clothing. Like, I don't care. It's clothes. And I'm like, but it's like, it's not like clothing. It's the memory
It's
that
the
it
memory,
held.
yeah.
It's the fact that you got it as like a gift from someone, and she's like,
I don't think anyone
I don't
gave me
care.
clothes to begin with. Like that I
No,
didn't like.
you
so-
take clothes. You're never given
Oh yeah,
clothes. You
true,
take clothes.
true.
Like I remember, someone took my 4 pairs of my sunglasses freshman year. Yeah, I had,
I remember
and
that.
now I can never wear aviators again because like whenever I would buy the aviators, like they would get taken, and now it's just like
It's a drama department thing, though. That's an.
Yeah.
I mean, it's
Maybe
a
all
real
meant to
thing.
be, so you
but-
wouldn't wear it again.
That was God's way of
Maybe.
saying, don't
yeah,
do this.
don't do it.
The last time I ever took clothes from a friend was, I think, in 3rd grade. It was Aaron Larisso's jacket because we were on a field trip to the Aquarium of the Pacific, and I fell
You
in.
fell in, I remember.
To the fish tank.
It was like
I
the
fell
one where you
into.
could touch them,
It was
yeah.
the one where you could pet the stingray, and somebody bumped me as I was petting a
It was
stingray.
Andrew Mayer. It was Andrew Mayer that bumped
Was
you.
it? I don't remember.
I was standing
thought it-
across from you, and I saw him like bump into you.
Because there were so many people moving behind me, and I was like petting the stingray, and I like ass over tea kettle went into the freaking thing. And then the best part was, I got out and I'm like, well, this is gonna be funny. I walked out and I walked over to the hand sanitizer thing that they had, and I just went, like, put hand sanitizer on my hands, and like, yeah, that's the last time I've ever borrowed an article of clothing from somebody.
Well, that's back when like people help you out when you fall. Like I
Yeah.
remember in middle school, I fell in the mud once on a rainy day. I sat in that mud puddle for like a full minute waiting for someone to like help me up. My friends left me, and everyone who was going to
I
class
saw
left
the
me.
aftermath of it.
Oh my god, I was covered in mud. Like the whole left side, right side. One side of me was like all mud, my face and everything. And
Like
that was
Two-Face from
Yeah.
Batman.
But that's how it is in high school, middle school. It's like I gotta get to class. I cannot be late. I don't want a detention because this teacher's gonna give me a detention if I'm 2 seconds
Plus,
late.
that was like-
Especially this year
Yeah.
too.
Well, no.
And it's fun.
There's actually 2 kinds of kids in high school. There's the kids that have to get to class right away and will push you out of the way to get to their class, and then there are the kids that are like slowly.
I like to
walking
think that I'm like a
class.
fine mixture because I won't like run, but I'll definitely speed up to like an old woman fast walk where like my legs start going, or my arms start doing like
Yeah.
that sprinter thing, and I'm like,
I could picture you like Robert Patrick from Terminator 2 when he's chasing John Connor on the bike. You remember, right? Like where he's doing this super fast like robot run.
If I like jog up to the track and I see like this old woman's about to pass, I'm like,
T1000 Caleigh. That would be.
I'll race Gross.
That would be a great race, actually. Now that I think
honestly, Gross might beat me. That man.
I feel like
food on his stage.
I feel like he'd fight dirty. Like I feel like he'd have like a. I feel like he'd pull a broomstick out of nowhere and like stick it between your legs and just like you trip.
Yeah. No, Graz doesn't take anything from nobody. No. Oh, Evelyn, though, what are you gonna miss most about high school?
That's what we started off
on. What am I gonna miss most? I think I'm gonna miss most like coming here every day and seeing all these different types of people that I wouldn't interact with to begin with, especially with drama. Like, everyone's so different, and I love just going in there. Sometimes it's too crazy though, but most of the time, like, everyone's like having fun and just like different types of characters you wouldn't interact with, like outside of drama or just even school in general. So I think that like getting to interact with everyone. Especially like the drama department is that you have to interact with them. There's literally no, if you don't like someone in that department, like you just have to leave. There's no way you can avoid it.
I think it's same with any department. Like I know like band, there's a lot of them and they stay after school. I drive by sometimes and it's just like I see them over there. I feel like it's good to get into some kind of department because then you have friends that you have forced friends, like they're forced to be your friend because they're stuck together. You're like there from
you have to
be
together.
To 9. Choir, band,
so
drama.
Like you have to like each other.
Yeah, there's that definite separation between like departments and like sports departments, whatever. Arts and like sports in the sense that like with sports you have to be like a unit, you have to work together, and like you have to do that with drama too. But with sports, you're only there for like 2 hours, maybe like the period of after school for like a couple hours, 4 or 5.
Yeah.
But like when it comes to drama and stuff, you're there together for like 9 hours on end. You have rehearsals that are backstage, and you don't get to like sit in a chair. It's that close proximity crap. It's like you have 100 feet of space that you get to share with 56 other people, and it's.
Yeah, I remember when I first went into drama, I didn't know really anyone at all, and then like the first time we performed, I had to sit on someone's lap. I had no idea who he was, but I was like, okay, guess I'm gonna have to do this. And I was just like, it was normal. It was considered like you just have to do it so you can do the show. See what it be in everyone's way. So most people think that's weird, but like that's how.
Talking about these, I'm sad because now when we graduate,
I know.
Are we gonna have the stories like this anymore?
I think you're gonna have
better.
You're gonna have better stories, but they're gonna be fewer and far between. You know what I mean? Like, you'll have a great story maybe every month or every 3 weeks. But now, like, every day you have some kind of awesome story you can tell people.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
There's more gossip. Like, something goes on in every period.
That's what the gossip.
I feel bad. I feel bad for saying it, but, like, I'm going to miss the stories that everybody tells. Not necessarily gossip. Like, not the stuff where it's like, did you hear his dating her? Like, I don't care about that. But I'm going to miss, like, the awesome stories, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah, did you hear like they drove through the parking lot at like 3 a.m. and crashed?
Yeah, or like looking at somebody's Snapchat and they're like doing donuts like on
once you get into like college Snapchats, then it's just boring.
Yeah.
For everyone listening, like low-key, please update your enthusiastic college Snapchat because I'm bored AF.
Studying for finals at 4 a.m. Got a class at 6.
Or like, it's just like a constant party one. It's like nothing different, just everyone like screaming.
And then you're like, none of those, and you're like, maybe you should go learn something. Like maybe you should turn down a little bit.
I'm gonna miss like the little stuff though, like the conversations you have when you're in the drive-through at In-N-Out, like when you're packed in the car, you know.
Because only one person can drive.
Yeah, because only one person has their license, and the other person most people in the car are not able to drive in that current situation, and it's like just the conversations you have at like 2 a.m. in the drive-through. You know what I mean? Like that's what I'm gonna miss. Or like we were saying, that meme where they have like the if you've ever had a really I'm gonna miss like those deep conversations you get into with people at parties at like 2 a.m.
Like strangers.
Yeah, where you'll never see them again, but you're just like, does he go to our school?
Kind of like lonely aesthetic though that like fits in with college because you're never gonna see them again, so you have to make the most of it then, and I think you can transfer that into college too, because especially like you said, it's gonna be like fewer and not as grand, so you really have to make them grand when you're in the moment.
Yeah, so it's going to be better. So if you could give any advice to upcoming freshmen or people who are in high school right now to make the most of it, what would you do?
Your clothes don't match. Stop.
Oh. I would say any opportunity you can to go do something. Like, you can redo a homework assignment. You can't relive a party.
Yeah.
You can't relive going out with your friends and, that one story that they're going to talk about for the next 4 years and you weren't a part of.
Yeah.
Because, honestly, I'm a slacker in high school.
Yeah.
And I'm still like, I'm getting to some places that other people who worked a lot are going to the same place.
Exactly.
It's all luck. It's not all luck, but it's luck and a little bit of,
And don't be afraid to try to do something new, or in that sense, be afraid that what you do, people are gonna make fun of you. Because in a week or two, or even sooner than that, no one's gonna care what you did or what you said, because it's just gonna be the feeling of that knowing that you did something is gonna pay off all in the long run.
I'm gonna say,
don't hold back.
I'm gonna say, don't worry about stuff because even though you say there's gonna be stories that live on forever, those are the fun stories.
Yeah.
Anything embarrassing doesn't live on past the next
year,
2 weeks, or maybe if it's super embarrassing, maybe the month. You know what I mean? So don't worry about it. And everybody, I don't know about you guys, but everybody when they want to try something new, it feels like there's an invisible wall that's holding you back that you have to break through. Once you break through it, you're going to realize it wasn't a wall. It was tissue paper. You know what I mean? You just have to get through that little bump of, anxiousness. And then you have the greatest story you can ever tell. You know what I mean?
I would say 3 things. I have a list that I learned. I would think my first one would be that you have to learn to laugh at yourself. Because if you take everything so seriously, no one's going to want to be around you. You have to learn, and you don't have to mimic the personality of someone who's always funny, but you have to learn how to be able to laugh at the things, the mistakes that you make.
Yeah.
I mess up all the time. I've messed up in Spanish, I've messed up in English, I've messed up in drama, and honestly, it's so much more enjoyable when you mess up if you're able to enjoy the mess up too.
Yeah.
And then my second one would be don't start partying as a freshman.
No.
Because you will never, ever be able to learn how to balance your work. If you want to go out with friends and you want to hang out at someone's house, that's fine. But don't you dare go to a party as a freshman.
No, not till you're a junior.
Well, my mom wouldn't even let me. I would, if she caught me at a party at a freshman, she would kill me. I would never be able to leave the house.
Well,
Impress your
I would
parents.
say to go.
I would say you would also, not in this might sound weird, but you also might get taken advantage of in the way that they're just going to be laughing at you,
and
low key. You know what I mean? Laughing at you as a joke.
Because everyone has to have that that
awkward phase.
Yeah.
It's better to live out the awkward phase from your room on Twitter than to live it out at a party with a bunch of seniors. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is how you break down the high school experience. Freshman year, have your circle of friends. Try to get involved in stuff where you're with other freshmen. But don't think that you're going to go in there and fit in with everybody. Because
that's the level where you're feeling you're putting your toe in the water. Do I like drama? Do I like this?
Yeah.
Sophomore year is where you kind of scope out how you want your
freshman year you just gotta live through. Honestly.
Where you kind of scope out how you want your older classmen years to be.
And you try out new things.
Junior year is where you finally get the keys to the car, metaphorically.
That was my best year. My best year.
It's where you're finally in the driver's seat, but you don't go on the freeway. You know what I mean? You're just get out there, go to some parties, do what you want, socialize, maybe date. You know what I mean? But don't think. You know what I mean? Just take it slowly. And then senior year, just go all out.
I was actually gonna say
that's how my years were.
For freshmen, I was gonna say avoid dating because honestly. Sorry, your high school sweetheart's not going to be your high school sweetheart.
Oh, no. And have you seen the people that marry their high school sweetheart? It only ever works out for smart people.
Yeah.
Super smart people. If you're, and this sounds dumb, but if you know you're a dumb person or just an average person, do not marry your high school sweetheart. Don't do it. You know what I mean?
Change.
You still have a lot.
They're not going to be the same.
Yeah. And that's what I'm saying.
Element of having to know them. So I get the appeal in the sense that it's we've been together for 4 years. But what happens when you go to different colleges? What happens if you go to the same college and break up? I feel like you have to have that expansion of relationships, or else you're not gonna be truly happy and you're not gonna truly know what you want.
Exactly.
And then don't get caught up in the drama of it. It's
No. Well,
Yeah.
also it's for fun. So even and this is more aimed towards like kind of the way I was in freshman and sophomore year, where it's like, oh, I want to wait till like a special person and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
relatable.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
It's for fun.
Yeah.
It's literally a friend with benefits. like you know what I mean? Not in like that way, but it's literally
Dating in high school
just like
isn't
having
real
it's like
dating.
just
Yeah,
having
no,
a
it's not.
it's like having a best friend
Yeah.
for a month or two that you can make out with. You
Yeah.
know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's what it is. So if you find somebody that like cuz everybody likes everybody in freshman and sophomore year. So if somebody likes you, yeah, well, neither have I.
I've found too many people I've dated.
What do we know about you?
Oh, that's great for you, but you're making me feel bad.
Well, the thing is, like, dating in high school is funny because freshman, sophomore year, you kind of just date who you're around.
Mm-hmm.
Oh
Like,
yeah, you
there's
date
someone-
people in your friend group.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
You
like,
date people you know.
Oh.
and then when you're a senior, you're like, oh my god, we had a thing.
It's
Yeah.
so funny.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the worst.
You look
Well,
back on like who you dated.
It goes into laughing at yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like, I bleached my hair in sophomore year.
Whoa.
And
I warned you against that.
I looked
I said,
good.
no,
I don't
you
care.
didn't. No, you didn't.
I thought
Zero.
I looked good. I just have a high opinion of myself, but I thought I looked good.
That's good though. That's good.
And like now looking back on it, I looked kind of ridiculous because I have really bushy dark eyebrows, and I didn't bleach those, so I just bleached my hair. But like,
Did you have your beard at that time? Or
no, I had a beard. I was able to grow one, but I was shaving it
Yeah.
because a black beard with
Yeah.
blonde hair
Oh,
would just look weird.
for
so I was
for
clean shaven.
dudes, know when your beard is gonna come in.
Yeah.
Don't grow out your beard if it's not coming in. How many
Yeah.
freaking sophomores and juniors do you see with the scraggly little
That's
ghetto,
so-
And then the
like,
mustache,
you know,
the
and the
pencil mustache.
So
the
gross.
Pedro,
That's not appealing.
the pedophile mustache.
The thing
like,
with that is
you know
that,
what I
like,
mean?
if it's not growing in fast, it's not growing
Look,
in.
and I'm
Yeah.
sorry, and this is, I'm sorry, but like white dudes, it's gonna happen later for you than it does for your, you know,
Yeah, for your-
non-white
That's true.
friends. Like your friends that aren't white are probably gonna get their beards in earlier.
Should've gotten marketing.
It's just genetics.
Yeah, no.
But just know that you can grow the best beards
If you
eventually
just
because you
wait.
get the big bushy, you know what I mean, like
Yeah.
lumberjack, like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, if people don't make fun of your facial hair, like if people don't outright tell you to shave it, you're probably all right. But
Yeah.
when we tell you to shave
The
it,
minute one person
Yeah.
tells you to shave it, that
And-
means it's gone.
And here's a legitimate story. Like a few weeks ago, I'm like, I was gonna go to shave, and then I saw like on the sideburns, I'm like, that looks new. So I'm like, I'm gonna let it grow in, and I let it grow in for a week, and then just be honest with yourself. I was looking at it was coming in great on one side, and it was coming in not so great on the other side, and I'm like, you look insane. You look like you just got out of a mental asylum. So I'm just like, it's gone. We'll see how it goes later.
Yeah, don't try to make it work.
oh,
Yeah,
especially
don't-
if you just grow it under your chin.
Oh.
Those are the worst.
Do
like,
not
that-
have the scraggly little like
The
goatee.
thing is that, like, I
The
get
neck
that,
beard.
like, your body's changing. I get it. Like,
It's
it
exciting.
happens.
Yeah, you're like,
But
ooh.
also, there's that element of still looking clean.
Yeah.
That you
Yeah.
want to be clean in high school. You don't want to be that kid.
You don't wanna
wanna
I
be-
was that kid.
You don't want to be the greasy kid.
I
right?
was the greasy kid in 8th grade. Everyone made fun of my greasy. I was greasy.
Ooh.
And,
You're
like,
also a greaser.
I was a greaser, yeah. And now I've come into now I'm the dirty hippie kind of look. Like now I have like the beard and
But like the
But you
clean,
look-
dirty hippie.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you
Not
look
like
like
the
you
mud
shower.
dirty.
Yeah.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, don't look like you sleep in a dumpster is essentially
You
what
look
we're
like you
saying.
sleep on like a nice
And-
mattress that someone gave you.
Yeah.
I'm
And that's
kidding.
true though. Like make sure you vary your outfits.
Oh,
because
yeah.
everybody, like I was saying, with this jacket, I mean, I get that I wear it a little too much, but like I said, it's not like it doesn't go
Yeah.
through the wash.
Yeah.
You can wear like a favorite hoodie or whatever, but do not wear the same t-shirt like 2 or 3 days in a row.
Yeah, don't
Like
do that.
even if you go
It's
like,
noticeable.
oh, I didn't do anything, I didn't sweat in it, it's fine, I threw it right in the hamper. Do not do that. Like
Don't lie to
vary your, even if it's the really cool Spider-Man t-shirt that you really like.
Yeah, even if it's like the cutest outfits, like you gotta save those outfits
I think
because if
it's-
every outfit's cute,
Yeah.
then no
It's like-
outfit is cute.
Yeah.
I would say to like
Never thought of it
develop
that way.
your
Yeah.
style because like
Yeah.
you have to get a style going for yourself.
Yeah.
And it comes naturally. It's not really something you have to like go out and find. You'll just see things that you like. But especially with guys, like I think more
Really good
guys.
style.
Yeah, you. Have
I
really
like how you
fashion.
evolve throughout the years.
Yeah. Oh.
I think
This is
more
your
guys
job.
need to like and like t-shirts. Like obviously you have like the t-shirts that you wear. You have like because it's like
Well-
the classic guy style.
Yeah.
But I
But
think if more guys branched out and like tried different things, I
Oh.
think that'd be good.
When you
I'll
get
give
to
you-
what?
Well, I'm gonna give you some quick tips right here. Brown boots,
Yeah.
nice black jeans,
Mm-hmm.
or like nice black jeans, a good coat. If you wear
A good coat that
coat,
makes you look buff. Like it has
Yeah.
to fit your
Yeah.
shoulders
like a
right.
pea coat. If you have a
Yeah.
good pea coat or like a nice denim jacket,
Yeah.
No shoulder pads. No,
no
cheating.
shoulder pad,
No.
or like a nice leather jacket, then you can vary what you wear underneath, but still
Yeah.
keep that, and you'll
Think
gain a look.
That's what I have. You in sophomore and junior year, you're gonna figure out whether you're a Hot Topic kind of guy or a Tilly's guy. You know what I mean? Like
That's
there's
true.
you're one or the other. You're either the scrawny guy that really like you know what I mean.
The
That
gamer
kinda,
t-shirts.
that can kind of pull
Yeah.
off the Hot Topic stuff. You know, you get the belt and you get all that. Or you're like the guy that plays football or water polo or
skates,
something
yeah.
and can wear and can pull off like the jorts and the you know
if
what I
you
mean
can
and
pull
the
off jorts, you're doing just fine.
yeah.
You don't need to
Jorts.
change a thing. They're
Jean
like
short.
jean
The ones that I wear, like
I like them on you though.
yeah.
They
Well,
work.
he's a Tilly's guy.
no, I'm
you
a
know?
year. Someone told me like.
I'm a Europe
Yeah,
guy.
I'm
That's-
European. Someone told me when they first met me, they couldn't decide if I was gay or European.
Because Europeans have style.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the guys dress nicer than the girls most of the time too.
Yeah, honestly.
I had to like pick out my
I need to go to
outfits,
Europe
like,
because
perfectly.
now, like,
Oh yeah, I'm going for 6 months after we graduate.
yeah.
I
But-
almost went.
You guys get what I'm laying down, though,
I
right?
get-
Like,
yeah.
you gotta.
Refugees.
Did I just say laying down?
Laying
I
All
think
down.
you did.
But you gotta find out. Find music that works for you,
Oh,
that means
true.
something to you,
Oh.
and
True.
bring
Yeah.
headphones because
Headphones.
music will make your life so much better. I was so like miserable. Like if you have
Mhm.
like a bad test day or something,
Put in your earbuds.
yeah, I pop in some Eminem or some Marilyn Manson, and I know that's two things that you would never think that I would listen to, but I pop that in, and it's like your troubles just kind of like melt away for a little while.
I definitely
you know what
like
I mean?
like the calmer alternative. Like if I'm
Yeah.
sad or something or if I had a bad day,
Yeah.
I'll go to like Alt J.
Yeah.
I'll listen to like 21 Pilots.
Of Monsters and Men.
Yeah.
Oh,
It
yeah.
just really
you
depends on my
know,
mood. I can go from hip hop to alternative to reggae to
Mhm.
like even country or like some weird stuff like punk. It just really depends on my mood.
I'm always in the mood for Hamilton.
Yeah.
Please listen to Hamilton musical.
Yeah.
It'll change your life.
Earbuds, and if you can, get one of those Bluetooth
More.
speakers.
Yeah.
Because like at lunch, it's great to like. I have a speaker, and
Yeah.
I've used it so much. I just pull it out and I put it in like the lunchroom.
But don't be the guy that walks around
No.
playing
Oh
around
no,
Don't play
that
your
guy
music.
is
Don't do
the
that.
worst.
Because you might think that it's so cool, but everyone around you is seething
Hates it.
with a hatred
And the
for
thing-
the exact
the
song
thing-
you're playing.
Even the guy that goes, "Hey, check out this cool song,"
Yeah.
it's annoying. Like if
Do
you
it
do it,
once.
if you do it once or twice, and you're like, "I found this cool song," that's one thing.
Even then, no one wants to listen to the whole song. You gotta
Yeah.
stop at like a minute
Yeah.
24.
yeah.
If it
30
goes past
seconds.
like 6 minutes,
Because
you
it
stop
just
it at like
depends anyways,
420.
basically.
Well, also, like if it fits inside like an Instagram video, then you can have people listen
Yeah,
to it.
yeah.
Listen to the chorus or something, but do not try and force your
No
musical
one wants
tastes
to
on
listen to the
people.
whole song.
That's
That
the
is
thing
the
in high school. Don't force people to like be in your group of friends or to like.
No, and don't force them to be in your same interests either.
Yeah.
Do
Yeah.
not. And if you hook up with freshman year, this is what you do. But if you like try and stay with people who just have your same interests, like you know what
You're
I mean,
gonna
like you
alienate
like to read.
everyone else.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gonna get boring and just
Yeah.
you're not gonna learn anything.
Well, I hope we helped you guys. Thanks for listening.
No.
I like your top.